Hello everybody, welcome back to ZonaCraft. My name is Zona. This is episode 6 of our survival series. No intro time-lapse for any farms or building here. Rather, we're going to be naming a few subscribers. Our first 120 subscribers will be named here in our trading hall, so if you'd like to be named here, make sure you subscribe and comment down below. But our first subscriber here is going to be User. Second subscriber here is going to be Rusty Gaming. He actually has his own YouTube channel. Same with Scorpius Gaming, also has their own YouTube channel. And lastly, we have Craig DS here, which actually pointed out a couple things in the last episode that I forgot to go over. So real quickly, we're going to head over to our graveyard, which we started over in our last episode. First thing to show off is this entrance here. I think it's pretty cool. I really like the archway with it. Nothing too fancy there, though. Second thing is going to be these Lectern Tombs. I kind of cut the recording off like mid-build of building this. So these are really cool. They look like coffins when they're down here in the ground, and then you can cover them up a little bit with some blocks, which I apparently lost one forever. It's just gone. This is gone forever? Okay. But once we show off the Netherwart Farm, we're going to make some more progress on this graveyard. We're going to have some plans for this right here. But we're going to hop on over here to our Netherwart Farm that we built in our last episode. But I forgot to show how this thing works. But before we do that, I guess I'll have to let this grow fully. Alright, and the Netherwart is all grown. So we're going to take our fortune hoe here. We're going to hop on a minecart. All we have to do is start clicking left click and move forward. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and break all the netherwort with our fortune hoe. And notice how we're moving backwards and not forwards. As you can see, the netherwort is being left behind. This will be important for later as we're replanting, which I suppose I'll wait till we get to that point. And as we're making our way to the beginning again, we're going to switch over to our netherwort and push forward again. And as you see, we're replanting, and as we go by, we're picking up enough to keep our hand full. To where we never run out of netherwort as we're replanting the farm. So theoretically, I could just leave my computer for a few minutes if I wanted to, as long as I find something to hold down my button. And we have made it back to the beginning once again. So the reason I like this farm is I can use it within under 5 minutes, and it gives me just about a shulker box full of netherwort, just a little bit less. And you theoretically make this farm bigger as long as it doesn't take you 5 minutes to break all the netherwort. And also, as long as you don't fill up your inventory. So it's just about as big as it could be. We can make it a little bit more efficient, but for now, it's fine. And I finished gathering the resources we need in these 2 shulker boxes here. We also have a whole bunch of other shulker boxes on the ground. That's going to be for a project for a future episode. But we're going to head down to our second layer here. We have our area dug out. And today, we will be building a moss farm. But before we actually start on that, I forgot I said we would head over here and finish this tomb up. And I might have to get some boots without soul speed so that doesn't happen. But if we come down here, I have everything dug out ready to go. I'm thinking this block would look the best as just the walls. So we're going to place all of that in real quick. So I've gone ahead and put the walls in. I've started to place some chests along with some lichen. I think that will be the best for the lighting in here. I do want to actually try real quick. Let me try a redstone torch instead. I feel like that's the exact same, if not a little more. Yeah, just trying to give this place a bit of a moody vibe to it. So I went ahead and just finished the rest. I've also added some berries and lichen around the rest of the graveyard here, just to add a little bit of light. But if we come down here, we come into 6 chests, plus the 7th one down there. And we have some blocks to make it look like it's kind of decayed a little bit. We also have rooted dirt, or rooted, what is this called? I don't have it anymore, but whatever these are, this is the roots. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. So whenever we have any tools we need to retire, I guess. Hello. Come on in. But yeah, whenever we need to throw tools in here, we can now. But let's get back to what we're working on today. And the moss farm is complete. It's working great. Just in a few minutes it's been running, it's gotten about 2 stacks plus about another stack. And since we have this farm up and running, I'm going to do a quick hour AFK test and see how much bone meal we can get. I'm going to take all of these out and I'll be back in an hour. Alright, so we've done quite a bit more than an hour AFK session. An hour turned into probably a couple days worth of AFKing almost. This is what we're looking at, about 2.5 rows of bone meal, and you might think this is a weird spot to show you, and that's because it is. I decided to expand the farm a little bit, or rebuild the farm basically, and this is what we're looking at now. Yeah, not really sure why I did this or why I need this. I definitely don't need this much bone meal, I can guarantee you that. Yeah, I just decided to do it, I guess, I don't know. But theoretically, everything in this farm should be set up to work at this point, if I'm not mistaken, hopefully. So I think we'll do an actual hour of AFKing now, and we'll see how much we get. And it does seem to be working, so you can probably tell that actually by the composters above us. I'm hoping that's going to be enough to keep up. If not, I'll have to add more. That's why I made that loader so far away, to be able to add more composters. Yeah, I will be back in an hour. Alright, so I've been having a lot of issues, and actually let me turn this off real quick. Mainly with the shulker box loaders right there. I think I have one that's finally working, but for some reason all of them just didn't work. So I'm actually pretty sure I know the reason why. I built one of the shulker box loaders wrong, and it just let all the shulker boxes flow through. So basically took a whole double chest of shulker boxes and put like 1 bone meal in each of them and then pushed them through. And I just continued to try to use those shulker boxes, but I think they actually do have to be like completely empty for you to be able to use them in this. And this is what I'm talking about right here. Basically all of my shulker boxes got exactly 1, or at least 1 bone meal in each of them. But yeah, we're gonna let that run for another hour. I think instead of AFK, I'm gonna go ahead and craft some items, such as redstone. I'm pretty much out of all my redstone stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a few rows of each at least, just so it can hold me over for a little bit. But yeah, hopefully next time you see me, this will actually be done and we can see the results. And it has been an hour, so let's see what we got in our chest. And this was here before, so we got 2 shulker boxes full of bone meal, plus however much is in the actual bone meal thing itself, up there. So yeah, pretty happy with that, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna finish building this up and then we'll see what we're doing next. And I'm now realizing I should probably make a border, or walls and ceilings, in the actual farm, so we don't see all of the stone. Alright, this place is pretty much done. Besides this part right here, I just can't be bothered to fix this yet. I might never do that, to be honest. We'll see. But I did do an AFK session overnight, and if we take a look in here, we have a double chest plus the hopper in the back plus 5 right here. And I actually went ahead and came over to the Netherwart Farm, whatever both of those are called. I made a shulker box unloader, so I'm just gonna throw 5 in here for now. Not starting. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I fixed the problem. I had a piece of stone in here that kind of messed the system up. Yes, okay. So yeah, I suppose I'll let that go and we'll see how far this fills up. Hopefully almost all the way. Honestly, if it fills up, if it overflows, I'm really not worried about it. I think I'll just let it overflow. And one thing to note that's kind of annoying now, I think I'm going to have to put a filter in for every water stream I have that filters out the ink sacs, or the glow ink sacs. Because I do actually have a lot of those filling up my systems, basically, and that can cause problems, I believe. If it's not going to cause a problem, it's just kind of annoying. I prefer to not have that happen. Yeah, as you can see here, there's a whole stack of glow ink in here. Another whole stack. Like, if I left that over a long period of time, eventually I guess it would overtake the system. I don't know how big of a deal that is. Hopefully it doesn't really affect anything in the long term, but that's something I'm gonna have to do soon. I might just go through one day and just put those fountain filters in every system. Yeah, I don't think these 5 will fill that up, hopefully. I think I'll be able to put more in. But yeah, basically my first plan with this whole thing was to have waterways going everywhere to where it'd be one big loop that hits everything that uses bone meal. So basically the waterway would start here, it would go to our tree farm there, then our other tree farm, and then the fungus warts, or the mushrooms for the tree farms right there. And then if I ever added anything else, which I do plan on, I would link it up that way. But I think this way is just going to be a lot easier, just doing shulker box unloaders and as I need them, I can throw them in. Because if we go to the tree farm first and link it up there, it's gonna take forever to fill that up. I don't think I have enough bone meal yet to fill that tree farm up all the way. I guess let me check real quick. So yeah, with all this bone meal right here, just be barely enough to fill it, I believe. Probably not actually, because of all the hoppers now I think about it. And plus, I don't need that much bone meal for that farm ever. I don't think I would ever use that much, I'm thinking. So I think it's just simpler to do shulker box loaders and unloaders. But now that we got bone meal, I figured the next step is to make an actual bone meal room. But in this chest, I have everything that I can think of that is bone millable, besides a few things, such as like potatoes, carrots, and like beetroot. I might do wheat, just because it's not as easy to make a farm for wheat, so I'd rather just bone mill it when I have the opportunity to. But we have these right here, so these four take nothing more than just bone meal to run it. It'll produce the output by itself. These take a little bit more. These will need pistons with them. Also, these I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna do them in here, just because I can make bigger farms. Probably will though, just because why not? And the rest of these I believe require a player to interact with it in some way. So I'll probably start with these just to get these in. They should be a little simpler, and then we'll move on to these. This one I probably won't tackle today just because I have no idea how to build one of those. Also, I might put it in a different area. But for these 5 that make dyes, I was thinking maybe I would go to a flower forest and just make those there. But I figured might as well just throw them all in here. Besides maybe this one, we'll see what's up with that. But yeah, I'm gonna get the basic ones in first, and then we'll see how that works out. Alright, so I think we've got the easier ones set up. All we have to do is do this lever, I believe, hopefully. Yep, and then they start coming out. Pretty cool. And then they come into these barrels down here, along with some wood apparently. Interesting. Oh, and I now realize I need to put water in here somewhere apparently. Alright, so I got the water in there, so this farmland should stay hydrated. And we're just gonna throw these slabs in here so it stays hidden. Okay, but now we should be able to place these in, and they should, is that the same one? Yeah, work now, hopefully, fingers crossed. And we've let it run for a little bit, and if you turn it back off, there should be none up here. And they should all be coming down into these barrels right now. Yep, these are good and ready to go. So I think we'll tackle these next, which is these right here. So let me get these in. And I believe we have our second one set up, although this one I'm definitely not as confident in. But if we go back here and we turn it on, I guess we'll see. Very loud. This one's not working. It seems to be stuck. This one's getting bamboo. This one's getting that, and this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the problem. All right, that one's not gonna work. All right, so we're 2 for 4. That is not bad. I'll take that. This one seems to be stuck on though. Let's figure that out real quick. All right, and after messing with this for quite a while, I think I got everything working. It was mainly just this one that was giving me issues. So this one's actually going to be 4 high. Everything else is 3 high. Besides this one, technically, I guess, because the water's going up to here. But if you go ahead and turn it on, everything should be working, hopefully. It looks like it. So we'll be looking here. There's bamboo coming in. We got the weeping vines coming in as well. Yep. Twisting vines slowly coming in. And there is kelp actually coming in here. Interesting. But most of it's coming in here. Actually, I don't know how that's happening at all. I guess what's happening is it gets trapped under the piston for a second. It gets low enough to where the hopper picks it up, I suppose. But yeah, safe to say this is not the most efficient farms at all. I'm sure if I look something up, I can figure out the most efficient way. But for doing this myself, I'm pretty happy with it. And I don't think I'm going to be worried about bone meal efficiency for the most part. So yeah, I'm not really worried about this being efficient. I'm really only looking to get a barrel full. And we're already almost there just from testing, at least for a couple of them. Yeah, these are just items I can come and grab if I ever need them. Mainly probably for decoration. If I ever do a water base or something, or build underwater, it'd be nice to have this. Same within the nether, or just something that might use this and might look nice. Same with these. These are really just for dyes though, but these 4 right here I think are going to be the main ones that are kind of for decoration. So we have the glow berries, sweet berries, the rooted dirt, and the lichen. So I think these will be the main ones I would use for decoration. So we're gonna get those in next. And I believe I have these ready to go. Let's go ahead and turn these on and see if that's true. So we have 2 more things to do. We have the cocoa beans and the sea pickle. We'll for sure do the cocoa bean. I'll see if I can figure something out for the sea pickle. I actually don't know how this works at all. I don't know. I think you need like coral to grow it on, I believe. I should have somewhere now think about it, but we'll see. And the cocoa farm is done. I followed the tutorial by CoffeeCraft. I'll make sure to leave that in the description. I basically just used a dispenser full and a hopper full, and we already have a double chest full, or sorry, a barrel full. So yeah, probably will never need to use that again. So I won't hook this up to the main line of bone meal. So if we ever need to use it, we'll throw our own bone meal back here. And I've actually gone ahead and pretty much finished this place up. I've also gone ahead and put in the pickle farm back here. No tutorial on this, I kind of just figured it out on my own, which I'm pretty happy about. With that being said, I kind of just messed with the redstone until it worked. I don't really know what I'm doing per se. But if it works, it works. And if we take a look back here as well, all the water lines are in to where when we run our moss farm, it's gonna get bone meal. And what I did back here, at the very last hopper, I have a comparator reading the signal of the hopper there. Once it matches a full output, it will turn this line on. And once this line turns on, these pistons will flip-flop to where all the bone meal goes into the shulker loader. So whenever we use bone meal, theoretically this should switch over, and any bone meal we produce will go here and fill the farm back up. But this will basically make sure we always have bone meal in our area over here. And for the pickle farm, all you have to do is flip the lever and start farming it. But for the pickle farm, it took me a while to figure out. I thought I had to stand here and place the pickle on here. But just having the pickle up there will automatically bone meal it down to these blocks down here. And there's no automatic collection system. I just stand here and collect it and throw it in the chest right here. But yeah, this place is pretty much done. We have our 3 levers here, so if we want to do these over here, we just click that. And same with this over here, all we have to do is click that lever. I'll do this whole wall right here. And at some point, I'm probably going to take the kelp out. I'm probably going to take the bamboo out. But yeah, I've already emptied the bamboo once and it's already almost full again, because this just runs by itself technically too. And then same with the kelp, it will just run by itself. So I've already got almost a barrel full. And again, I may make a bigger kelp farm somewhere as well, same with the bamboo. As you can see, I have almost a barrel full of everything now. Besides these over here, they're about halfway full. But yeah, pretty happy we were able to get this room finished today. But I'm actually going to wrap the episode up there for today. Let me know if you think I went a little overboard on the moss farm. I probably did. And I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that's been subscribing lately. It's been awesome. But speaking of that, if you enjoyed it and haven't subscribed yet, maybe consider subscribing. Leave a like if you enjoyed the episode. And I will see you in the next one.